Hello and welcome to the 2018 Tuner's Edge GTR Challenge. Now this year is special for a few reasons. Firstly, it's the 10th running of the event. And secondly, for the first time, we're making all of the event coverage free on our YouTube channel instead of making a DVD or doing online pay-per-view. We want the workshops, the sponsors, the drivers and the cars to get more and worldwide exposure, so share the video around and let's get it out there. And the other thing is, this year, instead of making one big video, we're going to be making multiple videos and releasing one each week. This week's one is the overview of the event, and next week we're going to be looking at the Motorsports Mechanical 8-Second Club, where you can see how the big hitters went and who took out the event. After that, it's the B2R Motorsports RH9 Club, then the CRD 10-Second Club, and we finish off with the MAATOUK'S Racing GTR Drag Battle Shootout. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the action. And once the GTR Challenge coverage is finished, we continue on with our drag battle coverage. Now, before we take a look at this year's event, let's take a quick look back.
Mortality!
The first GTR Challenge was held in 2009 and was just a fun afternoon thrashing on a runway. The GTR tuning scene was a bit quiet at the time, and with tracks not letting cars go quicker than 10.99 without a cage and chute, people had nowhere to race their monster GTR street cars. So, our aim was to give them one. 9 customer cars from Croydon Racing Developments came out to play at the first event, and the quickest was Jun with a 10.0. It actually took a few years for the 9-second bracket to be broken, but it was a big deal when it was on the slippery Cootamundra surface. As the years went on, the rivalries got fiercer, the cars got quicker, and the rules got stricter, and the event helped revitalise the GTR tuning scene in Australia.
The GTR street car is big because everyone finally worked out that they can have 1,000 horsepower plus and still drive on the street, still go to Macca's, still go to your mate's house, still have air conditioning, still have power steering, and still run a genuine 8-second pass. Like, we've got 8-second cars now and 2 8-second manual cars, you know what I mean? And all of them get driven every day or at least once a week, you know what I mean?
I went to the first public GTR Challenge in 2010. It was like kids having fun. There was not a lot of rules and everyone just hopping in their car doing run after run and trying to blow up. It was good fun. And now there's people fighting over getting in. There's requirements. There's pressure. It's a worldwide audience, and really glad to be part of it again.
Every year when it comes down to 2 weeks before Cootamundra, I hate it, and I say I don't want to go anymore. But you just can't stop. It's a sickness, and I think it's going to be a sickness for a long time. It's obviously a street surface. It's hard to make a car go fast there, definite.
So I like going to Cootamundra because obviously it's a street service. All the customers, they just want to challenge each other, challenge other workshops, and yeah, just want to race.
Cootamundra it's one time in the year where everyone can get together. You know, all our mates will go down, we'll race each other, and they won't get booted off the track for doing like a 10-0 or something like that.
2009 was the first GTR challenge, and since then we've been, I think, to every single one except for times where the car broke down because, you know, obviously you have issues here and there. But yeah, no, the best event. For us, it's the biggest event that we work towards all year. It started off as like a wicked street event that you can come and thrash your cars, not have to worry about police, not have to worry about speed limits. The event has just grown bigger than any other event as far as I'm concerned for a street car. I think everyone that is an enthusiast, okay, wants to be a Cootamundra.
Well, the whole Cootamundra event itself is pretty much my favourite street event. It's the only purely street event in Australia, which is good. I like it that the rules are strict. Like, you can bring your dyno sheets, you can bring your time slips. It pretty much kills all the Facebook and all the internet bull. And yeah, see who's the quickest on the day.
Now, in 2018, workshops spend weeks preparing cars specifically for the GTR Challenge, and the sleepy little town of Cootamundra sees the quickest street GTRs in the country converge once a year to battle it out. The workshop rivalries have seen times tumble deep into the 8s, and this year would see more workshops join the club, and now 9s is considered normal for a GTR at Cootamundra. 2018 saw nearly 30 mental GTRs invited. The fierce rivalry between CRD and MAATOUK'S continued this year to be on top of the leaderboard, and yes, the record was broken, and we also saw the ultimate grudge match between King 32 and Jun 2. The other record people were looking to break was the outright manual and H pattern record, which was broken a total of 4 times at the event in a great tit-for-tat battle. For 2018, the event format saw timed solo runs all day Friday and again on Saturday morning before the drag battle shootout kicked off. Weather predictions were for possible rain late Friday, but an unexpected storm hit Cootamundra Airport like nothing we've ever seen before.
Okay, this is kind of scary.
Woo! Woo, boy! These are the real MVPs right here.
Welcome to Cootamundra! We're having a short break in proceedings. We'll be back after this brief message from our sponsor.
The Nitto Performance Engineering GTR Festival, presented by Motive and Nissan Motorsport, returns to Sydney Dragway Saturday, May 26th for the largest gathering of Nissan's legendary GTR in Australia. Traders Alley will house the latest and greatest GTR products and merchandise, and you can also grab the latest Nissan Motorsport gear as well. There are display areas for every model of GTR, and every style is welcome. SAU New South Wales will also be holding the Motorcana again, making for plenty of corner and sideways action. On the strip, you'll see Australia's quickest GTRs in a variety of categories. The quickest street GTRs in the world will once again do battle on the strip for global supremacy, an attempt to reset the world record. Who will do it this year and take home the cash and prizes? Discounted entries for display and race, along with discounted spectator tickets, are now available online while stocks last. The Nitto Performance Engineering 2018 GTR Festival, Saturday, May 26th, gates open to spectators at 9 a.m.
Oh, man. Alright, well, that was not the day I was hoping for.
I thought I'd seen it all at Cootamundra, but I was wrong. This is literally the wildest storm front I've ever seen anywhere ever. We've had rain here before and we've dealt with it and we've kept racing, but we had a storm that just hit then that probably only lasted 10 minutes, but it hit that hard and that fast. There were trees broken and marquees flying everywhere. A dust storm came through the front. It literally looked like Armageddon here. People were running and screaming and falling over, and it was wild. Thanks to my crew though, they all jumped in to risk their own lives to save the cameras and save the marquees as best they could. We've certainly lost some equipment. There's trees that landed on cars in the car park. It was ruthless. Never seen anything like it here at Cootamundra, but doesn't matter. We'll clean it up. We'll get back in business. The forecast is to have a little bit more rain overnight. Tomorrow's meant to be a bit of rain like early morning before we race. We'll dry it up. We'll keep racing, but we still got a couple of hundred passes in today, so yeah, I'm still pretty happy. Like the main thing is that everyone's all right, because the storm was that bad that people could have got hurt, but everyone's good atmosphere, good spirit. Even all the competitors went and helped to make sure things didn't get destroyed too much, and I think we're all right.
I was lined up over there to do the burnout, the pre-stage. I looked down, I saw this big haze, looked like Armageddon. Man, it was nuts.
Rain and repairs were the order of Friday night, but Saturday saw clear conditions ready for racing. After the morning solo runs, the MAATOUK'S Racing GTR Drag Battle Shootout kicked off and was one of the largest and most competitive to date. The formula was simple: line up, race, and the winner goes to the next round while the loser parks it. Full coverage of the MAATOUK'S Racing GTR Drag Battle Shootout is coming soon.
Mortality.
So that's the 2018 Tuner's Edge GTR Challenge overview. Make sure you subscribe, share the videos with all your mates, and keep your eyes peeled for our weekly videos from here on in. Next episode is the Motorsports Mechanical 8-Second Club. In that video, you're going to get to see who took out the event, who broke records, and which workshops joined the 8-Second Club. See you next time.